Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling a question that trips up a ton of homeowners: high gloss versus matte laminate. We're going to break it all down so you can make the perfect choice for your place.
Okay, let's just dive right in with a big question, right? Gloss or matte? It's not just about what looks pretty in a picture. It's about which of these floors is actually going to fit into your real day-to-day life.
So here's how we're going to figure this out. We'll start by meeting our two contenders. Then we'll put them head-to-head in 3 rounds. First, the look, then the lifestyle, and finally, space and cost. By the end, you'll be all set to make your final call.
All right, let's get to know these two. And seriously, it helps to think of them as having their own unique personalities, because each one can totally change the vibe of a room.
So, in this corner, we've got high gloss laminate. This one is all about that glam, that luxurious, show-stopping shine. It's designed to be super reflective, kind of like polished marble, but, without that crazy price tag. And in the other corner, you have matte laminate. It's the total opposite. Instead of bouncing light everywhere, it just absorbs it. This creates a really calm, natural feel that a lot of people find super warm and cozy. Flooring contractor James Miller just hits the nail on the head with this. He says high gloss is like putting a mirror on your floor, and that's the perfect way to think about it. It's a tool you can use to play with the light in your space.
Okay, ding, ding, ding. Let's kick off round 1. This is all about pure looks, the battle of shine versus subtlety.
So what it really boils down to is, what kind of personality do you want your room to have? High gloss is the showstopper. It's bold, it's modern, it wants to be the star. But matte, that's the quiet achiever. It's the strong, silent type that just blends in and lets everything else in the room shine. So you gotta ask yourself, do you want a floor that shouts or one that whispers?
All right, now for what could be the deal breaker round for a lot of you. How do these floors actually hold up in real life? This is all about durability and maintenance.
And this really shows the trade-off, doesn't it? We're calling high gloss the diva because, yeah, it's beautiful, but my gosh, it shows every single smudge, footprint, and tiny scratch. It needs constant attention. Matte, on the other hand, is the forgiver. Its surface is a total lifesaver if you've got kids or pets because it hides dust and little imperfections like a champ. It's definitely the work smarter, not harder choice. Okay, on to our final round. Here, we're going to get into 2 more really critical things: how these floors affect the feel of your space, and what they're going to do to your budget. This is where it gets really interesting. High gloss is basically a space expander. By bouncing all that light around, it can make a small dark room feel way bigger and brighter. It's a classic design trick. Matte is more of a mood setter. By absorbing light, it cuts down on glare and creates this really calm, cozy atmosphere. So what does your room need? Are you trying to open it up or make it feel more relaxed? So let's talk money. You can see here that high gloss usually has a bit of a premium. When it's all said and done, installed, you're maybe looking at about $1 more per square foot. So yeah, it's a little more expensive, but for most people, that difference probably isn't a huge deal breaker. And here's a little inside scoop for you. That price difference is tied to availability. Matte is like the bread and butter of laminate. You can find it pretty much everywhere. High gloss is more of a specialty item. That means you're just going to find way more options for matte finishes when you walk into a big box store. So, after all that, it's time for the final verdict. Let's lay out the ultimate pros and cons scorecard to help you lock in your choice. Okay, let's just boil it all down. When you look at it side by side, the trade-off is crystal clear. High gloss gives you that incredible polished wow factor and can make a room feel huge. But, and this is a big but, it shows everything. Matte is the practical, low-maintenance workhorse that gives you a warm, natural vibe, but you are giving up that dramatic shine. So at the end of the day, it's not about which floor is better, it's about which floor is better for you. It really just comes down to this one simple question: what story do you want your floor to tell about your home? Is it a story of sleek, modern drama, or one of warm, easygoing comfort? The choice is all yours.